scale. So let us know what you thought of it. Is this something we should go with moving forward? Bro. Are we good?
Yes.
All right. Hopefully now you can hear us. Once again, good afternoon, Ansteora. Thank you so much to Lady Colfina, our Kingdom Web Minister, and Honorable Lord Goldbeard for putting this all on, for putting this together, using this new technology that we're apparently still working out with our social media officer, but that's okay. We'll get it worked out eventually at some point. If you do have any feedback, I know Colfina posted I think it was a Google form for feedback. So let us know if this is technology we should use going forward. Should we, revert back to Zoom? What's going to be the best thing for us moving forward? So hopefully everyone had a great time in their meetings and classes, learned lots, and got some great information. We are going to go around to all of our greater officers and give some reports for the kingdom on how things are going throughout all of Ansteora in their respective offices. So we will start with Honorable Lady Beatrix, our Kingdom Chronicler.
Thank you, Master Brian. The Chroniclers office is alive and well. First of all, we have a brand new newsletter for our brand new principality. Please check it out. My super duper kudos go out to our new principality chronicler who's in charge of making the newsletter. We still have a northern regional chronicler who's sort of in charge of the admin thing, so it's kind of a double, but super duper kudos to Kylie, who just makes an amazing newsletter. Read it, glory in it. It's amazing. Everyone should look, especially local chroniclers, should look forward to we had really fruitful meetings. If you weren't here for the meetings or you missed out meetings because you were there for something else, that's okay. We are going to have a lot of useful updates coming up to the Chroniclers website, including we're going to create a checklist for every newsletter to make sure you have all the required information. And then I'm going to be working to make the archives of the newsletters of all the various groups available to all of our kingdom, our local branch chroniclers. So you can see and admire the work of other chroniclers throughout the kingdom, as well as sort of share ideas. Look forward to some design related online classes. We weren't really able to get into sort of the design aspect of chronicling today, but we have some really skilled people who can do these kinds of designs, and they have volunteered to teach some virtual classes on how to create a beautiful newsletter and do a lot of that formatting stuff that we weren't able to talk about today. So thanks again to all of my local chroniclers, to my regionals. Y'all are awesome, and I'm glad we had such a great day. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Your Ladyship. We will move on then to our Kingdom Hospitaller, Centurion Macaulay.
Hi, everyone. For those that don't know me, I'm Macaulay Morrison, Centurion of the Sable Star. And as of today, I am the new Kingdom Hospitaller. And I had a great day today with classes and things, but especially our hospitaller meeting, we were able to touch base on what everyone felt like the status of their local groups were throughout the kingdom, and able to make propose some ideas about a lot of different subjects and really get the ball rolling for how we're gonna go forward from here, both online and once we can really do things in person. So exciting work, exciting stuff ahead, and I'm happy to be in this seat.
Thank you so much. From the Hospitaler's office, we will move on to our Kingdom Earl Marshal, Sir Asaph.
Hello, everybody. Not much to cover. We've only had a few events since we came out of lockdown, and now we're back in lockdown. So it's a really good time to check out your armor of any field and make sure it's up to snuff. We've rolled out the society's rolled out a new participants handbook for us. Major changes are that mandrake tips are not allowed on fiberglass spears anymore. 2-inch tips are still allowed, but not the mandrake rubber tips. Zoom bang is no longer considered armor. Any of the Newtonic fluid stuff is considered padding. And no rawhide wrapped swords. Those are the big changes. They also moved the rebated steel. That's pretty much it. If you're a local marshal, please use your official email address when reporting. If you do not have access to that or you do not have one, let me know and we'll take care of it. My second hat, Gulf Wars is coming up. We have 30 days till the cutoff of pre-registration. So pre-reg, get in there. If Gulf Wars is canceled, I hate to say those words, but if it is canceled, you will get a 100% refund. So there's no reason not to pre-register. And that's all I got.
Thank you so much, Your Excellency. Yay, Gulf Wars. If it happens, let's show up and let's show everyone why Ansteora is the greatest kingdom in the known world, and there is absolutely no question. With that, we'll move on to our Kingdom Web Minister and our host for the day, Lady Colfina.
Thank you. Hello, Ansteora. Good to be here. Few things from my end today. First of all, for our roundtable event, I want to echo what Brian said. Huge thanks to Goldweird for having the opportunity to work with you and put on this event. It was great. So far, things seem to have gone pretty smoothly. We had a few bumps along the way. So if you haven't already, please fill out the feedback form. It's linked on the website, and I'll go around and post it on all the various on all the pages so folks can find it. Just general things for my office. Our websites are running smoothly. I have a huge thanks to all of our local web ministers for continuing to work to keep our information up to date so that people can find your groups, your officers, your activities, especially as we have changing information about what's happening and when. It's so valuable, the service that you do. I cannot thank you enough, so thank you. Things from my end, I've been focusing on the continuing to migrate our sites to WordPress. I've gotten a lot of support from local web ministers and folks who have volunteered to say, I want to help do that. Thank you. That is massively helpful. And I have been and will continue to work on basically like backend updates to our main site that will hopefully over the next few months help improve the site's navigation, its usability, making it easier for people to find the information that they need from our sites. Gotten updates from folks today about things you'd like to see on the site. All those are always welcome. Please send those in to me or your local web ministers because your feedback helps make our sites better. As you know, since I took the position in September, I'm learning a lot, and I continue to learn a lot from our current web ministers, former web ministers, and all of our officers. Continue to do that, and I'm always open for feedback. So send those emails when you find things on the sites that you'd like to see improved, because I'm here to help make that happen, and I want to do that. That's all I have. Thank you.
Thank you so much. We will then go to our star principal, Herald, Mr. Selena.
Hi, everyone. So the college has been super awesome as always, but the Heralds and the Scribes have been doing lots of work, and I applaud each and every one of them. I wanted to give a special shout out to His Excellency William, our outgoing Zodiacus Herald, our OP, and Estrel, who is our current Sable Crane former Zodiacus. They have done amazing work with the OP. Now when you go in, you can look at events by all the way from now back to 2000 and see what events what awards were given at what events, who got the event, what event was that award at. So it's extremely awesome, and they've put in a lot of hard work, and I feel like I have not sung their praises nearly as much as I ought to. So if you see either, you should definitely give them a fist bump or you know, virtual hug. We have several offices that will be opening and a few that will be announced in the coming days. So the college is always in a bit of transition, and we're always looking for new faces, new ideas. To that end, if there is anything that we can do as a scribe or a herald for you, whether it's making information more accessible, teaching a class to a local group, or on a kingdom level about anything and everything you may want to know about, please reach out to us. We're more than happy to share what we know. And we're also looking for folks who have lots of different mundane skills. Maybe you're not quite sure how it fits. I promise I will find a way. I will find a place for you in the college. We're always looking for people who are interested in helping with research or with art, with being loud or being eloquent. We have a place for you. The principality is coming along with their awards ideas, and that's exciting things that will be happening hopefully in the next 6 months as we get things decided by the PMP and rolling along the submission process. So for those who are anxious and excited to see what comes next, definitely pay attention to the next few months. And finally, we will have a so we are the winningest kingdom, the most submittingest submitters that ever did submit during the virtual Herald's Point for the second event running. We should try to go for a three-peat. If you are interested in submitting heraldry and it has been something that has been on your back burner because of the way things have been with the Rona times, they will likely be hosting another virtual Herald's Point in May. Nothing is firmly cemented yet, but that at that time they will be accepting PayPal payments and doing full consultations for names, devices, household names and badges, anything and anything heraldic. So I definitely encourage you to jump in if you have ideas or if you would like to help volunteer.
That it?
That I believe is it.
All right. Thank you very much, Mistress Starr. With that heraldic goodness out of the way, we will move on to arts and science goodness. Mr. Senna, our Kingdom Minister of Arts and Sciences.
Hi, everybody. Well, we have Kingdom Arts and Sciences happening on February 12th, knock on wood, in the Barony of Bonwick. And so this is our premier Arts and Sciences event. We will be choosing the next Kingdom Artisan, as well as choosing 5 champions to represent us at Gulf Wars the month after, knock on wood. So I've posted it to the Kingdom Facebook page, posted again. It's the link to sign up as an entrant is on there. It's on the Barony of Bonwick's website for the event. Please pre-register. Even if you might not be able to go, please pre-register. Your item can go and you can stay home. That's fine. But we need to know, so we have appropriate judges to judge your item so you get the best possible experience. Gulf Wars, there are going to be lots of ANS activities. Always a good place to learn something new, teach something, perform, see the arts competition where we will beat Trimaris, even if the scores are even. I promise you, we have the best artists in the known world. After that, I want to thank my regionals for keeping everything going. Everybody's taught classes virtually. COVID times are weird. I get that. I understand. We have a website with Mistress Bia transitioning things over. It's a lot of info with resources for researching. It has our judging sheets, upcoming events that are happening, as well as contact info for me, my deputies, officers. It's a great resource. Please use it. And if you have any questions or concerns about it, please contact me or Mistress Bia, and we will change it, fix it, prove that. Other than that, arts are alive and well, and just keep doing stuff. And let me know if you have any problems or concerns. I'm happy to help. And more arts, better.
More arts, better indeed. Also sciences. They're cool sometimes, I hear. Thank you very much, Mr. Senna. We will then go on to our wonderful ExChecker, Mr. Sedalia.
Hi, everybody. I'm Adalia. I've been Kingdom ExChecker since October, so this is all new for me. I've got a couple of things on my list. If you're autocrating in-person events when we open back up, I would ask that you consider PayPal as a form of pre-registration. It is my dream to have PayPal at every event we can possibly have it at. It does make gates so much easier, both for the attendees and for the ExCheckers. So we had a great meeting about that today to make sure that the ExCheckers were all on the same page for that too. I'm also working with Star Principal Herald and with Asterisk Herald to get Herald repayments through PayPal. So hopefully, with any luck, we'll have that up and running sometime in the very near future. So that makes some happy dances happen. We were working on PayPal at the gate, being able to pay with your credit card at the door, but PayPal has put a hold on that for just a little bit while they figure out a hardware issue. So let us get through that, and then we will go back to seeing if we can't make PayPal happen at our events. Won't that be fun? As Asaph did, I'm going to put on my other hat as well and let you know that, as he said, we have just a little bit of time left to pre-register for Gulf Wars. If you pre-register and pay in advance and plan to arrive the first weekend, let me tell you that our plans at Gate are to have drive-through so you don't have to get out of your car. These are things that we're trying to do to help keep people within the 6 feet distance and to help people stay safe. The tablets that we're planning to use at Troll are in what we call dive bags, so you can touch through them, but they're wipeable with sanitizer, so we can keep those clean and not have to put germs from car to car. So know that the Gulf War staff is working diligently to try to help this event happen and try to keep us safe and healthy while we do so. Master Sinistal, that is what I have on my plate.
Thank you so much, Mr. Adalia. From there, I suppose we will move on to the Kingdom Seneschal. So, hi everyone. I am the Kingdom Seneschal, Brian, for now. I'm always Brian. I'm on the Kingdom Seneschal for now. We will, I've got a few things to touch on before we kick my lame duck self out of office. We will have a new Seneschal's Handbook published shortly. I'm working with the Kingdom Web Minister on getting that up, and by that I mean I'll send it to her when this is done. We will have, we're going to have court and open to read some law changes. Some were required by society. Some are a continued effort to remove gendered terms from our law. And there were a few other things in there that their majesties wanted. So all of those will be published in the newsletter, and the full law will be published on the website. We also have, thanks to so many people, all of my regionals and Honorable Lady Honorable Lady Simha bint Yusuf especially have worked really hard on zip codes, and all my locals contributed as well. So we will have a new fully updated zip code list that I'm working with the Kingdom Web Minister on getting published to the website. So that will be fantastic. Membership numbers overall for the Kingdom, they are down slightly, but most of our groups are actually healthy individually. So we're the Kingdom, it'd be great to push up those numbers. Everyone's a hospitaler, so please try to recruit. This isn't Fight Club. Tell everyone. So bring your friends. It's a Fight Club, but tell everyone about this Fight Club. And so I just want to reiterate that while we are still having pandemic issues, we are not closing groups for numbers issues. If a group falls below numbers, we want to work with those groups to help them get better, but we do not want to shut them down. We understand this is a difficult time. Any groups that are being shut down at the group request for long-standing membership issues or for failure to fill officers. So we do have required officers, and if a group can't fill those offices, they just can't be a group. And that doesn't mean that they're gone forever. Maybe a hiatus is good and then they'll come back. We saw that with Graywood a few years ago. They were gone for a while and they came back really strong. And we hope to continue to see Graywood continue to prosper. And hopefully some other groups that have gone by the wayside for now can come back stronger than ever. While we're talking about pandemic issues, I want to point out the COVID safe policy that is in effect in Oklahoma does have a new wording that allows for people who are eligible based on their age can be checked for vaccines or negative COVID tests. So that does change it to where children who are eligible for the vaccine by age can be checked, and that will, the wording is such that they don't have to change it every time the vaccine gets approved for a new age group. So it's a change in wording, and that change is going to go forward. If I recall correctly, February 1st was the date that will be instituted. So that will be under my successor's tenure, and so I'm sure she will make sure that that gets taken care of appropriately. Also on pandemic, right now we are having to shut down the kingdom until February 1st. Hopefully everyone saw Mistress Mfanwe's post. We don't want to do that. It's not something we take joy in by any stretch of the imagination, but we believe it's necessary for everyone's health and safety. Hopefully this wave of the pandemic will go down and let us get back to what we love to do, and that's be in person. But for any event that has been canceled or postponed, if you want to have a court, if your local nobility or if the crown, if their highnesses Windham want to hold a court, we can do that, but we have to get a variance from the society's seneschal. Now, if you want to hold a court just to say, hey, everyone thinks we love you, that doesn't need a variance. But if you have awards from the crown or awards of lasting business, so baronies, if you have your baronial service orders, or once the principality gets their awards together, if an event has to get canceled, they want to hold a court, they have to request a variance from the kingdom seneschal to send to the society seneschal. Society does not want variances from all the local groups. All the variances requests have to go through the kingdom seneschal. So please message the kingdom seneschal email. Mistress Mfanwe will take care of you and make sure that gets taken, the appropriate measures get taken. Society is very forgiving with those variances, and the board's been upholding those as long as they're reasonable. So I know some groups are looking at canceling their events during the continued shutdown, and some groups are looking at canceling their events possibly even after our current shutdown. So if that's what's going to happen, you can still hold a virtual court, and you can have awards if you request that variance. So please email the Kingdom Seneschal to get that variance. With that, like I said, there's updates to some handbooks and policies and law that are going into place. But from there, I just want to say thank you to everyone for your support. All the greater officers here work incredibly hard to make sure that the kingdom runs smoothly. And everyone, all of our deputies and all of our local officers, you guys are amazing. You are what makes the SCA function. They always say teamwork makes the dream work, and that is absolutely true. And with that, I am going to ask my replacement, Mistress Mfanwe, do you have anything to add before we turn it over to their majesties?
Well, I want to say thank you very, very much, Master Brian, for all of your service that you have given our kingdom. You have been a wonderful seneschal, and I have a big role to follow. Thank you, and I appreciate all of your service to our kingdom and to the society. Otherwise, I think Brian has covered everything. Please reach out to me at the email address, the Kingdom Seneschal email address. And for any questions that you have, I am available. I will be hosting online office hours to provide accessibility. I will post that information as soon as I figure out when. Other than that, I think that's all I have.
Great, thank you so much. I think it's fantastic that you're going to hold those office hours. That is something I wanted to do, and spoons ran out. So I hope that's something that you are able to keep up. With that, we'll turn it over to our amazing and wonderful, generous and kind and intelligent and fantastic crown.
Thank you. His Majesty is here. He is listening to everything we're saying, but he has a sore throat today and it is hurting him to talk. So I'm doing all of the speaking for him today. Not like I don't do most of the speaking anyways, but we had one order of business. We did have a polling for a new B&B, Florensburg this week.
Your Majesty, would you like to open court for that?
Yes.
I came prepared.
Yay!
With these words does open the court of their stellar majesties, Floki and Elizabeth, King and Queen of all Onsteora. Pray heed the words of our crown.
Okay, so we would like to say thank you to all three couples. I think all three couples would have done Florensburg proud, leaving them in this future, in this time. But alas, we cannot have all three couples being one side of B&B. So at this time, we would like to announce that Ivar and Christiana will be the next B&B Bjornsburg. Yay! Thank you so much for taking on this responsibility, and we wish you luck in the next few months as we kind of all get used to the transition.
For their outgoing Ursuline Excellencies, Kendrick and Serafina, huzzah! And for the incoming Ursine Excellencies, Ivar Runamagi and Christiana Ivar's daughter, huzzah!
Huzzah!
Other than that, we really are bummed that we do not have a new Kingdom PNP here with us in these meetings. We have kind of let most of the greater officers know that if they could please send words about their various meetings today to the PNP email account so they can have a little idea of what happened in this meeting whenever they reveal themselves to their next PNP. We are hoping that this wave goes downhill soon. I mean, none of us wanted to be in this situation of having to shut down for any amount of time. I really was looking forward to. We were 4 days away from Crown Tournament when everything went to heck in a handbasket. So just understand we really are looking forward to the next Crown Tournament whenever we can get that rescheduled. And just we're holding in there for a little while. We are keeping an eye on all of the statistics daily, hourly. If they would update hourly, I would. And as soon as we do get any inkling that we're getting back to normal, then we will be reaching out again to kind of take this shutdown away, and we want that to happen as soon as possible. Because I know that all of us have, over the last few years, have had multiple levels of Zoom fatigue from working from home or teaching from home, having SEA online. We all kind of really enjoy having our events the way we have our events, and not in this, except for this event. I really like having this event in this platform. But normally we really like to see everybody in person. And then I just wanted to say thank you to all of our greater officers and all of our barons and baronesses and seneschals and all of our officers, to be everybody. You are what makes this stream a reality. We can sit here and do fun things, but y'all are what keep our game together in the good times and the bad times. So thank you all for everything that you do. Thank you, Michelle Hayes, as our outgoing Kingdom Hospitaller. Thank you, Nikolai, as our incoming hospitaller. And Macaulay, oh, please do that. Thank you. Words cannot say thank you enough, Brian, for all that you've done. You've been an amazing rock here to lean on while kind of learning how to do this job. Thank you all for what you've done, and thank you for staying on as our Herald. You made you our lion for a reason, because there's no one we get thought of that would be better for that job. for that role. And thank you, Mafanwe, for stepping into the craziness that is Seneschal. We are excited to work with you more in the coming months. And aside from that, go for it. It is full steam ahead. I am treating it like this wave is going to go down. We are crossing every finger we have, all of our toes, our eyes, our hairs, whatever. We really want Gulf War to go. I think we all could use this. We all need this event. So I really, really hope that everything goes well. We are just getting started on all that planning. Other than that, that's what I have. Thank you.
Then their majesties call forth the Kingdom Seneschal. Bring out the Seneschal medallion. I would ask that everyone bear with me. This is going to be the boring part, but we do have some law changes to get through that I have to read by society requirements. So the following changes to Kingdom law are enacted as of today. Article 1, change title to rights and duties of the crown and heirs to rights and duties of the royalty. Article 1, Section 1A, remove and add and the written laws of the Kingdom of Ansteora. Section B1, change to edicts of more than 30 days must be published in the first available Kingdom newsletter and signed by the sovereign and the consort. Edicts may not alter, suspend, or contravene statute without a variance from the Society Seneschal. Section 4, subsection B1, add the written laws of the Principality. Section 2A, remove or which conflict with existing statutes. Remove. The published edict must specify any portion of statutory law that it affects. Add. Edicts may not alter, suspend, or contravene statute without a variance from the Society Seneschal. Article 2, Section 3, subsection 2B, change his or her to their. Section 7, change himself to themselves. Article 3, Section 6C, change he or she has to they have. Section 7, subsection A, change he or she is to they are. Article 4, Section 2, subsection 2C, change huntsman to hunter. Section 5C, change his or her to their. E2, remove be paid members of the SCA with access to the Kingdom newsletter and replace with have a member of any bestowed peerage order who will speak for them prior to the crown lists. E3, change he or she resides to they reside. E12, change he or she to they. F2, remove a member of the chivalry who will speak for them or her, who will speak for him or her prior to the crown list and replace with paid membership with access to the newsletter at their residence. Article 5, Section 2C, change his or her to their. The following changes to law will be published in the Kingdom newsletter and presented to the website when available. Thank you all for your patience as we get through the nitty-gritty of what makes the Kingdom function. With that, Your Majesties, my term as Kingdom Seneschal has come to a close, and I ask to be released of my oath and relieved of the duties of this office.
Again, thank you for all that you've done. You have led our kingdom through a time that was highly difficult. This time you are released from your oaths and you may bring it out in.
Thank you, Your Majesty. Their Majesties now summon forth Mistress Mafanwe, Perch Effin.
Hello, Your Majesties.
Hello.
Mistress Mafanwe, are you prepared to take the oath of office?
Yes, I am.
Then repeat after me. This day,
I do swear
to render all service unto the Crown and Kingdom of Ansteora and unto her people, and do pledge all such skill, time, and means in fulfilling the duties of the office placed in my care. I swear that I shall uphold the laws of this kingdom and to defend the authority of their majesties. I swear I will spare no effort in the performance of the duties of my office as defined by law and by the word of the crown. This I do swear by my honor.
This I do swear by my honor.
State your name.
Mafanwe Verchevin.
Your Majesties, if you would repeat after me. We in our turn
We, in our turn,
do swear to keep faith
do swear to keep faith
with you and yours,
with you and yours,
and to assist you
and to assist you
in all ways
in all ways
in fulfilling the duties of your office,
in fulfilling the duties of your office,
that together we may serve
that together we may serve
our kingdom.
our kingdom.
For the new Kingdom Seneschal of Onsteora, Mr. Mafanwe Verchevin, huzzah!
Huzzah!
Is there any further business before this court, your majesties? There being none, with these words, disclose the court of the stellar majesties, Loki and Elizabeth, King and Queen of Onsteora. Vivat Rex.
Vivat
Vivat
Rex.
Rex.
Vivat Regina.
Vivat
Vivat
Regina.
Regina.
Vivat Windheim.
Vivat
Vivat
Windheim.
Windheim.
Vivat Onsteora.
Vivat
Vivat
Onsteora.
Onsteora. Dobby's a free elf.
At this time, if there's no further information that needs to be shared at the round table, I declare this meeting over.
Thank you.
Thank you all.